You live yet?
Yes.
I don't see it.
Refresh. Okay, everyone. Welcome to Gangsta Talk. Little technical difficulties. We'll be back in a moment.
What's going on, Shaka King Black? All right, everybody. There's a new ruling class being created right under our noses. It's one of the main reasons why they're trying to destroy masculinity and manliness. We're going to talk about that. Gangster talk up next. All right, Dane, drop it.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game going for fun.
Alright.
And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the wheel.
Bang them out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto bro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, cookies cooking, beans copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flip to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the 4.5. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay.
I don't want to see that, son.
They rather see him spray. But I'm like Nitty, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine.
Yeah, get you on.
I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular shit, nigga, turn no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't someplace you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in the days, overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. Become as a Buddhist monk. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about flipping keys? Come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the streets with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the streets, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. And you wanna put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular, shake it, baby, no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for this. And you wanna put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular, shake it, baby, no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for mine.
All right, everyone. We're back.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
I'm here. I can hear you.
I'm sorry about that, y'all. I got a phone call right before and then. But anyway, what's going on? Welcome to Gangsta Talk, everybody. Appreciate everybody showing up. Shout out to the chat. All right, shout out to the chat. For some reason, I'm getting a lot of notifications. Hey, hold on, I got another phone call.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Chakra King, Black, and Mika, thank you for joining us. In spite of our little networking problem. Okay, so we're talking about effeminate rule. Let's start off with the definition of effeminate. So be very clear, because sometimes we think we know. And effeminate. Now, of a man having or showing characteristics regarded as typical a woman, unmanly. Yeah. So that would mean an effeminate is definitely a man showing womanly characteristics. Hello, Belmore, Hassan Burton. Thanks for joining us. So, okay, so we're talking about effeminate rule. So this means effeminate men are ruling, are ruling right now, or they think they are, and that's why they talking all this crazy stuff that's going on. You heard them. They thinking that they don't need women. They think they'll be perfectly fine if there is no woman there, no woman in the world. We're not just talking about in the life. They have gotten so bold that they're saying that all men, they're speaking for all men now, that men will be just fine without women. They're not just speaking for themselves. They feel that they know they should speak for all men, and that they'd be perfectly fine without it, which is not true, and it's dangerous. We're already seeing madness going on because of their rhetoric, and people listening to them and acting on it. And usually those men find out after they done the deed that, they can't. And they take their own life. So they talking about the destruction of human beings on this very earth. You get rid of the women, the men's gonna follow right afterwards. The number one obvious reason, because there would not be any more children, so there would not be another generation.
Sorry about that. Man, I'm having a whole lot of trouble. Now all of a sudden everybody want to call me. Thanks, Dan, for holding it down. Yeah, everybody, welcome to Gangsta Talk this morning. As you can see the title, we're talking about effeminate rule. And what I mean by that is there's a ruling class being created right in front of our faces or under our nose. Okay, now this ruling class is supposed to, the elites are homosexuals, and under their elite are just a large horde of effeminate males. This is one of the main reasons behind the destruction of masculinity and the destruction of manliness. Anything manly or masculine, they are trying to destroy, because that will leave the Black woman completely without protection. So basically what they're moving towards now is a class of men who are homosexual and effeminate in nature, and they want that class of men to rule over Black society. That's what this is all about. That's where they're heading. So this is why you have more and more men joining these effeminate ranks, these effeminate factions now, like the Manosphere, the SYSBMs, the conscious community, the all of these factions. These factions are all effeminate in nature. They are part of the new effeminate regime that's being built right up under our noses. And they're trying to bring black women to heel because in this regime, black women have no rights. And by getting rid of the hardened men, the hardened warriors, possibly outlawing masculinity. Now, don't be surprised, right, if masculinity becomes outlawed. That may sound crazy, right? But not really. Because they have to completely get rid of the protection that black women have. Now, the black women still have some protection in areas. There are still some men who are willing to lay down their lives for their women and their children. There's still some men who are willing to fight back, men such as myself, Taz, and others. They need to get rid of us. They got to get rid of the black woman's protection completely in order for this ruling class to take complete control over black society. This is why you have this mad rush now of men who are becoming more and more and more and more effeminate. Effeminate. Then you have that word looked up for me.
Yes. While you was out, we went over the word effeminate, so everybody's up to speed on it. But it means of a man having or showing characteristics regarded as typical of a woman, unmanly.
Right, right. And so this is becoming this is not becoming just normal. It's starting to become natural. They want it to be a natural thing within black men. They don't want any more black men who are strong. They don't want any more black men who are willing to fight. They don't want any more hardened black warriors. This is the new type of black man. This is the one that they want. This is the one that they believe can keep black women under complete control, basically slavery. And what you're seeing also with the other women who are flocking to these men, they're trying to get in good with these men so they can be in high places. It's kind of a, if you can't beat them, join them mentality. And it's kind of a Sambo and House Negro mentality. Basically, black people are about to be plunged back into slavery, but it'll be a black supremacy rule under white, controlled by white supremacy. So now you're getting ready to go into an era of black supremacy where the task masters are effeminate black males, if not all out homosexual black males. And the person that's going to be treated harshly is the black woman because there will be no males to protect her. This is why they're trying to get rid of guys like me and Taz or whatever, because we will fight them back. We have the capacity to fight them and protect black women, but they're trying to get us outlawed. They're trying to get toughness, strength, anything that has to do with being a man. Hold on one second. Anything that has to do with being a strong man, being a man of integrity, being a man that is fearless, being the man that is going to protect his women and children, his family, his homestead. They are trying to destroy that. Because if there's just an inkling of that, then it will be hard to, man. Dang, one more time for me, okay? Dang.
Yes, I'm here. I got you. All right. Yeah. they even going so far and manipulating working as young as our children. So all of a sudden, Mr. Potato Head has to be gender neutral. It's a toy, but they indoctrinating our children young to for gender neutral or gender fluidity, uh, making it normalized. And yeah, and Max is right. They are slowly in terms trying to outlaw masculinity, defending itself. Um, anything that's masculine is all of a sudden toxic. They use women to okay to weed out the nature of boys learning to handle themselves. We deal with their differences, letting boys be rough and tumble. Okay, I have to know that sometimes when the boys are rough and tumble aggressive, it seems a little too much. But after you see them deal with it for a while, and you see them, they just be friends the next minute. They just could be just playing their play, or they selling differences or a bet or an argument, and then after they wrestle it out, fight it out, they cool again. No harsh feeling, but that's the nature. Curiosity, um, trying, daring, and new things out. That's all part um, of boys growing up and towards manhood and figuring things out and inventing stuff. Their creativities is in and so now we got uh, uh um a bunch of men who they want to settle their arguments with words, and they can't handle any type of aggression. Even a woman raising her voice is too much for them. It used to be boys and men would ignore that. I've seen little boys ignore a girl that's raising her voice. As long as she's not swinging on him, he just let her say what she say and
Okay, I'm back.
off. All right.
Sorry about that, y'all. With all the interruptions, I'm pretty busy this morning, but I had to get this podcast out there. When I figured out what's going on, this is why there's such a push in the R&B industry, to push uh, homosexuality. They want and now not only do they want this, they want to be able to raise these types of males. They want to raise them from the womb. They're looking for a permanent class of men that are effeminate and homosexual in nature. They don't want no more tough guys because guys like that will rise up and fight against them. These guys aren't strong like that, but they do have a lot of power. If you notice that they're selling out at an alarming rate. All right, look, I'm sorry. I won't be able to finish this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll be back in about. I'll probably do this. I'll probably start this podcast over in about an hour or so. Okay. Dane, shut it down for me. Okay. I'm
All
sorry,
right.
y'all. I got an emergency I got to take care of. I'll do the podcast in about another hour, 2 hours. All right. All
Okay.
right.
All right, everyone. We'll see you again in an hour or so. Sorry, but hey, you don't want him to keep stopping right in the middle of when he's getting to the good part. He's getting to the heart of the matter. Okay, everybody, we're gonna leave out with a song. We'll see you in about an hour or two. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5. Bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game going for fine.
Alright.
And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this lie and kick the reel.
Bang him out.
With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beans is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the 4.5. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that, son. They rather see him spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get the cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. Yeah, get your I get down for mine. Get down for this. Get your money, get your hands in the air. I get down for mine. Get down for hands on the regular. Shit, nigga, no fear. I get down for mine. Get down for this. Get your money, get your hands in the air. I get down for mine. Get down for this on the regular. Shit, nigga. I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't some place you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in a daze. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. McCarver's a booty smoke. Decapitating rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting bent while these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about flipping keys? Come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the streets with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the streets, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K-Dep, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine.